Fine, you guys win. Here it is, the video to complete the trilogy. Welcome to ImCrosses Presents your teams for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl, Part 3. I never would have thought I would be making a third part to this series. Well, technically fourth part, as this was a spin-off my original video, my team for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. A video which I'm sure you have all seen, as it is my most popular video. As of the release of this video, the games finally release tomorrow, and I will be streaming the games when I get them right here on my YouTube channel, as well as over on my Twitch channel. Not only that, but I plan on streaming more team reviews while I wait for the games to arrive. So if you didn't make it into a video, there's a good chance I can review your team live. So don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and while you're down there, also hit that like button. In my description, there will be a link to my Twitch channel, so if you like watching streams more on Twitch, why not follow me over there as well? With all of that stuff out of the way, I will be reviewing a handful of randomly selected teams, giving my personal thoughts on them, as well as going over the strengths and weaknesses of the teams to help you prepare for the Sinnoh region. As always, don't go changing your team based off what I say, use the Pokemon that you like using. Now, let's get into the first team. Starting off this video is Agato. Forgive me if I said that wrong, but they said my team is a weird one too. It will be Empoleon, Manaphy, Honchkrow, Garchomp, Rotom Mow, and Togekiss. Another Manaphy user. Nice. Always happy to see it. I do see you already have the Nature's Chosen as well, so good luck getting those. This team has a few Pokemon I really like on it, mainly Manaphy and Garchomp, as I am using those Pokemon as well. With that though, you will need to be very careful with both electric types and ice types. Although you do have a few ice resists and a few electric resists and immunities, you do have 4 Pokemon weak to electric and 4 weak to ice. Even with that though, I really like this team. Joffrey said, I'll probably go with Infernape, Staraptor, Abomasnow, Electivire, Bronzong, and Garchomp. I only want those who were introduced in Generation 4. I like that you only want to use Gen 4 Pokemon. That was my plan initially, but then I realized I had to use Umbreon. I mean, it is my favorite Pokemon after all. This is a really cool team. You may want to watch out for ground type attacks, but if your Bronzong ends up with Levitate, you won't have any issues. HeyK5 Gaming said, this will be my first ever Pokemon game, and I get it on Christmas. The team I plan on using is Empoleon, Toxicroak, Staraptor, Luxray, Rapidash, and Hippowdon. Well, I think Gen 4 is a great place to start for Pokemon. I have mentioned this before, that Generation 3 and Generation 4 are my favorite generations of Pokemon. I really hope you have fun with these games. Your team is really nice too. Hippowdon is a Pokemon I really like, because the gender difference is so drastic. Females being gray and males being like a brownish gold. The first time I encountered a male Hippowdon, I thought it was shiny. The only thing you need to be careful of are ground type attacks. 4 of your Pokemon are weak to it, with only Staraptor having an immunity. Still a very good team. I like it. Up next is Bear Crossing, and they said, I would love a part 3. I switched my team to Empoleon, Yanmega, Rotom, Espeon, Magmortar, and Roserade. Now this team is a very well-balanced team as well. You don't share a whole load of weaknesses, but you do have a 4 times weakness to rock with the Yanmega, so you will want to be careful with that. Ghost is the other type you're going to want to be careful of if you're just using base form Rotom. If you are using one of the other forms of Rotom, then only Espeon will have a ghost type weakness. Other than that, all of your weaknesses have good coverage on this team. It is a very well constructed team, and I do like this team a lot. Following up is Night Round, and they said, running with Empoleon, Roserade, Ambipom, Sudowoodo, Honchkrow, and Garchomp. So here we have another person using Sudowoodo. I know we've had a couple of those in the past, and I think that is super cool. This team has a lot going for it, having a ton of resistances and immunities. The only thing I noticed was that 3 Pokemon share weaknesses to both fighting and ice, so be careful around Pokemon with those moves. Justin is up next, and I hope I said that right, but they said I will be using Torterra, Manaphy, Houndoom, Gliscor, Spiritomb, and Magnezone. Well, welcome to the Manaphy family. This team is a very good team. Hopefully they make getting Spiritomb a little easier. I would love if you are able to use it. You see, in the original games, in order to get Spiritomb, you first had to know about it. And with the internet not as widely used as it is today, most people only found out about this Pokemon after battling Cynthia. That's right, the champion of the region. Then you had to find an odd keystone, which there were only 2 guaranteed in the game. Then you had to go to Route 209 and put the keystone in this well-looking thing. Then go talk to 32 people in the underground, a task easier said than done. Finally, a Spiritomb would appear. As for this team, it doesn't have a lot of shared weaknesses, and you have a good array of resistances. Up next is Shaggy. Yes, the Shaggy. They said, if you're going to do a part 2, my team will be Torterra, Toxicroak, Lopunny, Manaphy, Electivire, and Scizor. Well, congrats on making it into part 2. Out of the randomly chosen teams, there have been quite a few Manaphy users so far. So guys, we are not alone. I like this team, not just because of Manaphy, but Scizor is also a really cool Pokemon, along with Toxicroak. Not weak to any... The team isn't weak to any specific type, and you resist every type in the game. A very strong team indeed, as expected of one as powerful as Shaggy. RamJamD is up next, and they said, you are incredibly underrated. Your videos are quality content. By the way, I forgot to leave my team on the video, but here's my team. Infernape, Staraptor, Floatzel, Roserade, Mamoswine, and Weavile. Well, thank you for your compliments. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who enjoy and watch my content, and I hope you guys wouldn't mind checking out some of my other stuff. Now, as for RamJamD's team, it is using some nice Pokemon. I've always liked all of these Pokemon's designs. They resist a good amount of types, but you do have 3 Pokemon weak to fire, with 2 Pokemon resisting. I think you'll be fine there, but you do want to be careful around fire types. You will also want to be careful around the flying type, as you don't have any resistances and 2 weaknesses to it. But with how strong Mamoswine and Weavile are, I think you'll be fine. Adam's up next, and they said, hope I'm not too late. Fingers crossed emoji. My team will consist of Torterra, Mamoswine, Chatot, Gliscor, Driftblim, Empoleon, and either Buizel or Drapion. Love these videos. Be careful around both electric and ice types. Ice more so. You do have 3 immunities to electric, but the other 3 Pokemon are weak to it. Having only 1 resistance for ice, granted it is a 4 times resistance, you still have 4 Pokemon weak to ice. Gliscor and Torterra being 4 times weak to it. Just be wary of that. Other than that, I like seeing another person using Chatot. We've had a few of them in the past. You have a ton of immunities as well. 3 to ground, 1 to poison, 1 to fighting, 3 to electric, 1 to ghost, and 1 to normal. That helps balance out the weaknesses you do have. I like this team. April's up next, and April says, love these videos. If you do a part 3, I am planning on Empoleon, Leafeon, Frostlass, Gardevoir, Houndoom, and Gliscor. Although I also considered swapping Gliscor for Scizor. Well, I'm glad you two are enjoying these videos. This team is a very well constructed team, using some Pokemon I really like seeing. Your weaknesses are really spread out, but you do have quite a few that are shared between 2 Pokemon. Fire, Ghost, Rock, Ground, Poison, Ice, and Water. But you also have an equal number of resistances with quite a few immunities as well. Assuming you get Flash Fire on Houndoom, you gain an immunity there, while also being immune to Normal, Fighting, Electric, Poison, Ground, Psychic, and Dragon. A very good team, that's for sure. Any weaknesses you have has something to cover for it. Way to go, April. Cyan Rolly is up next, and they said they would love a part 3. Love your calming voice. I wanted a more unique team, and this looks pretty good. And they chose Empoleon, Luxray or Magnezone, Crobat, Gastrodon, Gallade, and Abomasnow. Well, again, thank you so much for the compliment. I really like this team. Using Abomasnow, just like myself, and Gastrodon, which is a Pokemon I will always recommend as a water type in Sinnoh. Assuming you have Storm Drain, you get 2 immunities with it, Electric and Water. You do have multiple weaknesses to Electric, Ground, Fighting, Flying, and Rock, but you also have the resistances to cover for them. 4 immunities as well. 1 for the Ground weakness, 1 for Electric, plus the Water if Gastrodon has Storm Drain, and Poison thanks to Empoleon. Fantastic team. Glark is up next, and they said, "These videos are really fun, seeing everyone's teams. That being said, my Brilliant Diamond team would be Empoleon, Honchkrow, Rotom Heat, Toxicroak, Espeon, and Mamoswine." I too really enjoy reading everyone's teams. If I didn't, I wouldn't have made 3 videos on it. It always surprises me to see how many different teams can be built. Now, you do double up on Water, Fighting, Ground, and Rock weaknesses. However, your team has so many resistances, resisting every single type in the game at least once. You will not have to worry about those weaknesses at all. You've chosen a really strong team, Glark. Notax says, "Please do a part 3. And the team I'm going to use is Torterra, Buizel, Luxray, Staraptor, Mamoswine, and Magmortar." First Torterra we've had in a few teams. This team uses some great Pokemon, staples on a lot of teams, and I love it. You do double up on quite a few weaknesses: Fire, Water, Electric, Grass, Ice, Ground, and Rock. However, for 4 of those weaknesses, you do have an equal or greater number of resistances. Just be a little careful around Walk and Water. You have less resistances to weaknesses there. Great team by Notac here. Panda King is up next, and they said, "Good video, love the positive vibes. My team will consist of Infernape, Drapion, Manaphy, Abomasnow, Gliscor, and Rampardos. Keep up the great work." Welcome to the Manaphy family as well, and thank you so much for your kind words. Your team is a rather strong team, mostly focused on physical attackers. For this team, you will need to be careful around Water and Ground. While you do double up on Grass, Fighting, and Flying as well, you have 3 Pokemon weak to Water and Ground. A strong team for sure. I think you'll be fine, Panda King. The Pug on Roblox 123 says, "If you ever rate my team, then thanks. My team is Torterra, Darkrai, Magnezone, Manaphy, Slowking, and then Mew or Jirachi. Also, is it okay for having 3 mythicals?" And it seems like they're going to transfer Darkrai from Pokemon Go. Now, where can I start with this team? It's a pretty strong team, opting to go with a few legendaries, one of which you will transfer from Pokemon Go. This team is probably the strongest we've seen, stat-wise anyway. Using a ton of strong Pokemon, Magnezone really seems like an MVP on this team as well, resisting 12 types, and just being weak to 3 of them. That's pretty crazy. The only thing you'll need to watch out for are those pesky bug types. Just kidding, the bug Pokemon are pretty cool, but still, watch out for them. You do have 4 Pokemon weak to bug, and Magnezone being the only resist. A very, very strong team indeed. Perry the Dot says, "The team I planned is going to be Torterra, Floatzel, Togekiss, Drapion, Lucario, Electivire. I know these are commonly used Pokemon, but I've never actually used them on a team before. Loads of strong Pokemon on this team. Just be careful around Ground and Fire. You do double up on Ice and Electric as well, but you have an equal amount of resistances and immunities. Ground and Fire, on the other hand, you have multiple weaknesses too, with less resistances. You're going to have a pretty easy time against Steel, Dark, and Grass types, as you have 3 resistances each. Another very strong team." Well guys, that is going to do it for this video. It honestly amazes me all of the support I have been getting on these videos. I really do enjoy reading all of your teams. So much so that tomorrow, Friday, November 19th, while I wait to receive my copies of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, I will be streaming more team reviews and giving my feedback live. I will be streaming here on my YouTube and over on my Twitch, the link for that will be in the description. Remember, there is no wrong team to use, just use the Pokemon you like using. Tomorrow will also be the final episode of my Pokemon Platinum randomized Nuzlocke, so I will be having a watch party of that too. So, to ensure you don't miss my future content, make sure you have subscribed and turned on notifications. While you're down there, don't forget to like this video. With that being said, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video. If you liked what you have seen so far and want to check out more, I do have some playlists in the description that I'm sure you'll enjoy. Again, thanks for watching my content, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.